Hey guys, how's it going? Wheat here. So in this video, I will be reacting to a video by ToasterXD in which he says why Goku versus Gojo isn't even close, right? Yeah, I'm also using Opera GX. It's not sponsored, but I mean, if you want to throw a sponsorship my way, go ahead. With all that being said, let's get straight into my reaction of the video by ToasterXD. Also, I'll have the video pinned in either the pinned comment or my description. So if you want to watch it, definitely check it out. Yeah.
Is Gojo. Probably one of the biggest anime debates in history, rivaling the likes of Goku versus Saitama, which if this video gets 100 likes, I'll do. The reason this is one of the...
I will say, I feel like every few years, there's always a thing of, oh, so-and-so versus Goku, so-and-so versus Goku, which one, really speaks to like how like popular and strong Goku is, but two, it's like, I feel like if you ever on that level, like a Saitama or a Gojo, and it's like, so-and-so versus Goku, like, is Loki like, okay, you made it. Like, Loki as like a character slash anime, like, how many times we all talked about Luffy versus Goku or Naruto or even Ichigo, right? And how popular are those anime? So like, I'm just saying, I'm not saying JJK's arrived, but like, it's arrived. I mean, I think it's well known that's arrived, but I don't know.
The biggest debates in anime is because of Gojo's hacks like Limitless, and in this video I'm going to be going over how Goku would fare up against that, who would win, and why. Gojo is a character that comes from a series known as Jujutsu Kaisen, where he's displayed feats that can easily put him at island level, and using Dagon's domain expansion, which you could highball to star level, depending on whether you think this glare in this panel is star, and Rebel Essex speeds going off many calculations.
I will say it's always interesting how power scalers, like how they power scale, because like I could never. That's why I'm reacting to this video, because I could never. Like, I don't want to. I could never think about, oh yeah, this is a star. How much is star level? Like, I'll watch it and I'll like it and react to it and give you a like and all that great stuff. I just could never do the math for that, because, jeez.
That have been made for Jujutsu Kaisen. While Goku has beaten characters with enough power to destroy planets, stars, solar systems, galaxies, and even universes and more.
That's fair.
With speeds surpassing the speed of light by massive margins, taking in the fact that Goku was able to travel through hell, which has been calculated at 4.38 quadrillions of times faster than light in his base, not accounting for his other Super Saiyan transformations, making him far, 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 far faster than Gojo. So you might be wondering, why do people think that Gojo has a chance of beating Goku?
That is true. I feel like I think the best debate, low-key, was Goku versus Saitama, because like, I feel like in Dragon Ball Z, especially in Dragon Ball Super, like power scaling's like, they don't care, in my opinion. Like, yeah, they care, but like, they don't care. Like the stuff they're doing, like he said, like dude was traveling, Goku was flying through hell in his base at quadrillion times the speed of light. And this not even like, I'm sure, I forgot the mangaka for Dragon Ball. Oh my gosh. Wow. This is awkward. But I'm pretty sure the intention wasn't to say, oh, he's gonna go this fast. But like, when you have characters doing so much stuff that defies like the laws of physics and like our natural reality, like stuff like that will happen. And because of how absurdly powerful Goku is, like especially now, like the only person, like I said, Saitama was probably the best comparison because like he was a gag character, but like in spaces that aren't like gags, in like serious spaces like JJK, like I don't see how someone like Gojo could even come close to like matching that kind of feat. Like I just don't. Why? Because Gojo's a lot more grounded than Goku. At least Goku in Super. DBZ maybe it's a little different, but especially Super, it's like, look, they're destroying galaxies. They were talking about that in DBZ, but in DB Super, they're literally destroying galaxies and universes. Like, yeah, I don't know why this is even a conversation, but I'll keep watching the video.
And it actually comes from Gojo's hacks. It's no regular attack, and it's because of his ability Limitless. In Jump Giga Summer, a lecture was given by two special grade mathematicians and the Jujutsu Kaisen editor, Mr.
I remember
Takano.
this. Remember this.
They theorized on how Gojo's ability works, using in real-life science and math, saying, end quote, Gojo creates an infinity space between him and his opponent, rapidly slows down the movement of his abilities approaching him. As a result, they can never touch his body, which can be explained with the tortoise paradox, which Gojo even gives reference to in the manga. The paradox proposed by an ancient Greek philosopher named Zeno, given the idea that if Achilles could erase a tortoise given a head start, he would never reach the tortoise, due to there being an infinite number of steps he would have to take. Every time Achilles would reach the halfway point between him and the tortoise, there would be another halfway, meaning no matter how far he gets, he will never touch the tortoise, which ultimately makes motion impossible. And since technically you could reach point B from point A in ways that his abilities describes...
Bro. Like, this is the stuff I'm talking about with power scalers. Like, I appreciate that someone can put this into a way that I can understand, but This is just very, very interesting. I do think that Gojo's powers are really, really cool, like his abilities. Like, put Gojo against like a lot of people who are like not planet level, and I think he's clapping most of them, if not because of his absolute power, because of like his hacks, honestly. So I can understand why people would say Gojo versus Goku, but like I can understand why they theorize it. Actually saying it and really debating it, two different things, but like theorizing it, okay, right? Maybe okay.
Things natural negative numbers and impossible situations like -1 manifest, meaning his ability can create impossibilities, meaning Zeno's paradox is real inside Gojo's ability. Bringing the idea that you have to take an infinite number of steps to reach the tortoise, you then in turn would need to take an infinite number of steps to reach Gojo. And this isn't even accounting for his red and blue technique, or even his limitless void for that matter. These attacks work on a molecular level, granting
Yeah,
durability
yeah.
negation. So how does Goku fare up against hacks like these in any way? So now that I explained all of Gojo's
I will say I appreciate a little how he's talking as Goku. I appreciate that. I'm a simple man.
abilities of Limitless, explaining the convergence of an infinite series of Achilles and a tortoise paradox manifested, explaining the convergence of an infinite.
I think the thing with Goku, and of course I haven't watched the whole video yet, so I could be wrong, but I think it's gonna Gojo like his speed feats. Like, even if Gojo can, like, his abilities work on a molecular level, they're not touching Goku if Goku's really trying, right? So that's the thing. So it really comes down to how will Goku like break through Limitless, which like I could be wrong in this, but I feel like force can still travel, right? So with Achilles' paradox, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong here. Like, if Achilles can never actually catch up to the tortoise, if he throws something, it can still hit the tortoise, though, right? Right? Even if it doesn't actually touch the tortoise, the force that whatever creates and how that would interact with the space around it could have some effect on the tortoise. So even if Goku can't actually touch Gojo, the force a punch or a Kamehameha would create, or a Spirit Bomb, but I don't think it would work on Gojo. But the force any of his attacks would create, in my opinion, would cause some effect on Gojo, right? So if he Kamehamehas him, Gojo may get sent to outer space, right? If he really put that much effort into it, or he at least get blasted backwards, right? Like, so like, even if he doesn't take damage, there's force that's being applied to him, and Goku could just like either instant transmission him somewhere else or blast him in outer space, like among other things. That's what I'm thinking. But I'm not a power scaler. This is just me thinking. I feel like a high school student learning about algebra for the first time and watching a seminar from like a mathematician. Like, look, I'm just here to pass. You know, I'm just here to get a B, maybe a C. I don't care. Just to pass this class, though.
Series of the Achilles and a tortoise paradox, which makes this fabricated infinity between any person or thing. I've seen the argument going around that Goku could just use instant transmission to bypass this infinity, which is an interesting take on this, with teleportation being defined as instantaneous. Seeing as though Gojo's barrier is infinite, you can argue that Goku's instant transmission won't work.
I could see that.
By saying
That's
that
fair.
he's never been shown to cross an infinite distance. You can kind of counter this argument by saying that Goku would only need to sense Gojo's energy across his distance, seeing as though the only time instant transmission was defective was in the case that the person he was trying to reach didn't cast enough energy for Goku to sense and ultimately travel to. However,
That's
Goku
fair.
can easily sense Gojo's energy when he's standing directly in front of him, which the distance would now be irrelevant. Any counter-argument to this would fall under appeal to ignorance, which asserts that a proposition is false because it has not yet been proven. It basically just means
That's
that
fair.
instant transmission hasn't shown to work on an infinite distance doesn't mean it can't. Gojo has a plethora of durability negating abilities such as red and blue, advanced limitless techniques. Blue brings the concept of negative space into existence.
I will say, if you didn't know, Gojo's abilities are actually like ridiculous. Like, when I actually learned about them, I was like, this is actually he's ridiculous. Like, he's a walking literal cheat code. Like, you may think that, oh, Kakashi and Naruto was a cheat code. He had a Sharingan. He was doing no. Like, this guy Gojo was like, he's built different, and it's like, I see why he's that guy in JJK. I completely see why, but I still don't see this touching Goku, and I think this is what this video is about. So, yeah.
When he does this, the surrounding area tries to fill up the negative space, generating a strong force of attraction. He's able to make people's bodies implode by channeling reverse cursed energy. Gojo can use red. Red works as bringing the divergence of infinity into reality, creating a repel effect. Hollow purple is a combination of the two. The fusion of the convergent and divergence creates a collision of both infinities, creating an infinite imaginary mass, pretty much just erasing whatever is in its way. And these abilities work on a molecular level, granting a durability negation. However, Goku will not be affected by these abilities, seeing as though Goku was able to resist the erasure of Hakai.
I forgot about that. Yeah, it's not gonna work then. Yeah. I just thought he would just dodge everything because Goku's like faster. But no, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
The same energy that can erase intangible beings, such as Ghost, out of existence, and even work on a fourth dimensional level. Abilities that work on a molecular level won't have any effect on someone who can survive fourth dimensional existence erasure. However, Gojo's Infinite Void is a whole nother story. Gojo's Infinite Void presents the target with limitless information, compelling them to see and feel all the information of the universe, which causes a state of paralysis from all the infinite knowledge, and just eventually causing them to die slowly. Getting caught in this domain will probably be fatal for Goku. However, you could make the argument.
I honestly forgot about his domain expansion. So that is a very fair point. But what's his counter argument?
That since Goku has Ultra Instinct, he can still fight, seeing as though Ultra Instinct allows the user to move and react while being completely unconscious of anything but the fight. Goku has the ability to attack through the infinite barrier itself. Gojo's ability works on a time and space level. Although passive, Goku can literally just punch through time and space. Goku was able to blast hit in a different dimension of time and space. He wasn't even in the same space-time as Goku. Jiren was able to do this with raw punches. It would escape hits, pocket dimension, and Jiren would just punch through it, and Goku obviously scaling far beyond Jiren now. The manipulation of time and space that Gojo is doing, Goku can just counteract this by punching through the time and space itself. Overall, in the battle between Goku and Gojo, using all this information, Goku's probably going to come out on top. But honestly, I'd like to hear what you guys have to say.
That's fair. I can see it being a lot more competitive than I thought it was initially. But it's just so funny how the solution to a lot of like the biggest thing that would go against Goku, like the biggest thing is his limitless domain expansion, right? And the solution is Goku can punch through it. And it's not funny because it's wrong. It's funny because of how true it is. Like Goku literally said, you know what? That's impressive. But my fist though. And that's just so funny to me. I don't know why. Oh, let me subscribe to this guy. Good subscription. But yeah, yeah, I feel like Goku is beating Gojo. But I will say after this video, I feel like it's a lot closer. I feel like it's a lot closer of a fight than I initially thought. But with all that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. You know, like I said, go watch this video. Very fun video, very easy to watch and digest. Yeah, this was fun. This was fun. With all that being said, I will catch you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.